T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah.
Can I make you move now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. I can make it round the world when the holes in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. The Popcorn
World. You're now listening to the Brothers of the Five. At shooting guard, it's your boy, Killer Cam. At small forward, it's Reggie Love. At point guard, C Major. At power forward, I'll be. And at center, Mr. Noise, Lloyd Spence. And now, the Brothers of the Five. I do enjoy being here with my Brothers of the Five as we break down the essences of sports and whatnot. And we will do that again today with C Major, with Reggie Love. We're in the building, ready to do what we do. I am team neutral today. I'm normally repping somebody today, but I'm team neutral today. I stand in solidarity of the teams who ain't here. So there you go. I'm not sure what that means. That also means my New York Giants shirt wasn't ready to be worn today. So, but it's good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all. Reggie Love, Chad Major.
Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Good to be back. Good to be back.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We got a good show for you tonight. A little. We're gonna ride on some of the controversy here a little bit, but mostly we just gonna talk sports because that's what we do here. We're gonna talk sports, but we're gonna come out the gate with some of the stuff that we've been seeing because we can't ignore sports stories. And this might be. I mean, you can make an argument other than Brittany Griner, this is probably the second biggest sports story of the year. And it became that because of who this guy has always been. Deion Sanders has always been an enigma. And so because of his ability to perform at a high level, to entertain, to win, all of those different things, he made a lot of noise this year, won the SWAC championship for the second year in a row, went undefeated. That was enough to make several teams across the country say, hey, come do that for us. He decided to choose Colorado, which set off a whole nother thing, which we'll talk about in a minute. But he left JSU and got a lot of backlash. I personally think some and most unfairly. But some seem to think he left HBCUs uncovered and in trouble. Do you gentlemen agree with that?
First, I would like to say congratulations, Prime. Congratulations.
Exactly.
Let's say congratulations. Because
Absolutely.
people are forgetting he's probably if the first SWAC coach, if I could be wrong, that was hired from the SWAC to a Power 5. Can we say
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Can we say congratulations?
I'm sure he's the first.
For sure.
Yeah, that's big time. That's big time.
Lloyd,
Yes.
this week I see you on ABC. Congratulations. I just want to let you know congratulations.
I mean,
I'm just saying, why can't we congratulate people for their success?
you know what? That's a great question. I don't know. It was a weird thing to watch all of the vitriol being spit this week. But here's what was interesting to me, and I showed this on one of the other shows on our channel. They had the video that people wasn't showing on their post was the video of him sitting in the locker room talking to the very same team he had left, and to every man in that team, they were all saying thank you.
Yes.
You changed my life.
Yes.
I'm a better student. I'm a better player.
Yes.
They weren't upset like that. And if they were, they weren't showing it on video.
Yes.
Exactly.
So I don't know why we are so hurt as a culture from all of this. But now to more specific to the question. HBCUs were in trouble long before Prime got there.
Right.
Exactly.
And so what's going to happen to HBCUs now is going to be whatever they decide is going to happen. And what I mean by that is if they want to be better, there is a path to be better.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to get organized. You got to get focused. Somebody's got to lead it and be a visionary to what this can be.
Right. Because Deion, can I piggyback off of that? Deion gave you the cheat code.
Mm-hmm.
He gave you the cheat code. He says, "Hey, if you want to recruit the players that I got to transfer over there, this is what you have to do.
That's what you have to do.
You have to have better facilities. You got to have better training. You have to have people. You got to have the person who leading the players have to believe in. You have to. Hey, number one, Deion made sure that academic came first. Nobody's talking about that. I heard him say that plenty of times.
90% graduation rate.
Correct. So
90%.
He gave you the cheat code. So why are we upset? Hey, once we found out the secret sauce in the Big Mac, we weren't mad. we found the sauce. Let's try it now.
Yeah.
I've said this on this show, and then Chad, I want you to jump in. I've said this on this show. There is no logical reason in my mind why the MEAC and the SWAC are not one conference. It makes zero sense to me. You know how many schools are in the MEAC, the conference that Deion are going to play in the Celebration Bowl? You know how many schools that they had to beat to get to their conference win their conference championship? 5. There are 6 schools in the MEAC.
Wow.
Now, those 6 schools in the MEAC, not one of them has a 500 record overall. Not one. Other than North. What I mean by that is other than North Carolina Central. The other 5 schools or 6 schools, there's 7, and there's not 6 out of the 7 schools, none of them have a record over 500.
Wow.
And only one of the other schools has a above 500 record in the conference, which is Howard.
Yeah. And they're playing NCAA.
They're playing they're playing North Carolina Central.
Central, yeah, North Carolina Central. Yeah.
But my point is, if that you got this conference out here floundering that needs to probably be absorbed by the SWAC. Just merge these things and then go get a TV deal, because now you got schools all through the South, all through the East Coast. Now you can go get you a TV deal. I'm sure there's a TV deal out there to be had.
Right.
And you package it all up, take these celebration whatevers that y'all be having, these classics, and turn it into something, man. Somebody's got to be a visionary and turn this into something.
And you can move it to like the Sun Belt or one of those conferences like that, because now you have that backing of you might not be a Power 5 in the beginning, but you can work your way up to becoming a Power 5 one day. It's going to take that vision.
But you know what, Reggie? I'm gonna say this, and again, we gotta get Chad in here.
My bad. My bad, Chad.
Yeah, because you 100% correct. But I'm gonna say this: with the thing going to 12 teams now, the playoffs going to 12 teams. I don't know if you have to be a Power 5 anymore. You just got to be good enough to get in.
Right. You got to play games. You got to play
those teams, right? You got to get better, but you can get in. So I don't know. It just seems like, go ahead, Chad.
No, I'm just saying I don't want to put the blame on Deion, because Deion didn't have to take the job. He could have been happy doing Affleck commercials for the rest of his life. He probably make more at Affleck commercials than he did at Jackson State.
Way more.
So I mean, he definitely everybody from JSU should be thanking him for bringing. I read $30 million to the city of Jackson State. You're not going to get that any other place if you even fathom that. So he definitely did a lot, and he put a lot of TV deals in place for JSU that they can have that revenue off of. But him being blamed for this is, I mean, he gave kids a chance from inner cities all across that probably weren't even thinking about college, even as far as just it was a dream. Now he gave them the college experience, and they can either stay at JSU or go to Colorado or some other school. But he actually had those kids believe, like he preaches, believe in themselves and believing in the sport and the team effort. So I think he's getting unfair criticism as far as what he brought to that team in that state. So
yeah, I think. Go ahead, Rich.
For those who want to criticize Deion, look in the mirror. Please look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Quit waiting or focusing somebody else to do something. If you're going to criticize him, if it's that critical to you, then you step up and do something.
Yeah. Where the donors at? Where are the donors of the schools?
Yeah, you step up and quit relying on somebody else. If it means that much to you, and you criticize this man for the effort, and the time, the effort, and the money he put in it himself and his resources, then won't you step up? I call out every person that criticized Deion to look in the mirror and says, okay, let me quit blaming Deion and let me step up and do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, go ahead, Chad.
No, I'm saying just a lot of the donors, I don't know what the donor situation is at these schools, but I'm sure it's structured different at the HBCUs than it is at the big colleges, Power Fives, and different things like that. But you shouldn't be relying on Deion to fix your facilities and everything. It should be a lot of donors stepping up. I know Diddy stepped up and doing $1 million, but I mean, if you want to be a part of a change, you got to help the change come. So.
But see, the donor problem is bigger than what we think it is, and we talked a little bit about this. I think last week or whatever. There's been some mismanagement in HBCUs, and there's a breach of trust that we don't like to talk about publicly, but that's the truth. That there's a breach of trust financially, and the people that would want to donate to HBCUs are hesitant because they don't know where the money's going.
Okay, that's
and to be honest with you, I don't know where the money's going. Some of these HBCUs are going to pay Power Fives, and those Power Fives are paying them. Deion's talked about this. They're paying them $500,000 to $1 million to come play. Well, why? If I'm getting $1 million, how come my facility looks like this?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I it's a much bigger problem. But to blame Deion for it is ridiculous. So I'm not on board with any of that. So anyway, We digress. We probably covered that about as much as we can cover it at this point. Let's go to question 2. They gave the Heisman to Caleb Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Caleb Williams is your Heisman Trophy winner. He came in first behind with 554 first place votes. And he beat Max Dugan easily, who finished second, which leads me to believe that most voters did not wait till the last weekend to put their votes in. They went ahead and put it in early. And so, I mean, I guess that's fine. He definitely had a phenomenal regular season. And so I can't be mad at that vote in that regard. I just think if you look at that last game, Max did his thing. So I don't know, but I'm not mad at the vote though. I mean, Caleb Williams, he had a great season. Now, what this also has done is that it has also quietly reinforced the transfer portal. Because it didn't work out with me for Oklahoma, so I went with my coach to USC. Well, you're gonna see that happen.
Oh yeah,
it's already 1,000 kids in the transfer portal, and it's only been open a week.
Half of them going to Colorado.
What, Reggie? You laying back in the cut? What's up? What's that about?
Oh, well, I think I preached this right before it happened, and I talked about the transfer portal and the NIL. I preached it.
You are on record, sir. You are on record.
I am on record. Bring the video. I knew what was going to happen. It's the Wild Wild West, and I knew it. And once again, like I said before, I'm not saying I'm against the transport portal, but to me, for some kids, it gives them an easy way out.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, if you want to go with the coach that recruited you, I mean,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's other chances or other opportunities that I'm not saying for your coach. That's a normal thing for a coach for a player to follow their coach.
Right.
But some of these kids now, it ain't even about that. Some of these kids are. What's the kid? The quarterback from Clemson. He was a starter. He played every game. And only reason, I could be wrong, help me out, Lord, because this is your part.
Right.
Is it because his competition coming down, or was he forced to transfer? What is the reason why is the kid from Clemson transferring?
If I had to guess, because of the way he was ceremoniously replaced this year by the backup Klubiak, Dabo probably had a conversation with him.
Yeah.
wow.
And he probably said to him, "Hey man, we appreciate everything you've done here, but you're not starting next year."
You got to make a decision at that point. That's your career.
But what happened to? You know what? I got to go get mine. What happened to that?
Well, but DJ's situation is he had the opportunity, and
2 years
for whatever reason he kind of wasted it. And some of it is mental for him. In fact, I would say his biggest problem is more mental than anything. But
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I understand that. And I think the transfer portal for guys like him, though I don't know why he's transferring, because if you don't get over the mental hump, it don't really matter where you go.
Right.
So, right. So that was my thing to your original point is I don't want to see guys that don't want to compete. Like guys who have not even played on the field at all. Yeah. And because you think some competition is coming in, you're going to go ahead and transfer out prematurely. I think that's cowardice.
And we've seen it. Dude, what is it? I think last year was 3,000 players.
It was 3,000 last year. It was 3,000, over 3,000 last year. Yeah. And we're probably headed to that or more this year.
Right.
Yeah. If you don't want to compete, that's definitely not a good reason. Go ahead and try to get that spot, but I mean, it's always good for a fresh start as well. So, I mean, I don't know, but
I don't know why kids think if I'm not competing in my first or second year,
right,
then I'm a bust.
right.
They want
Right.
that instant gratification, though. That's an instant.
I mean, you go ahead, Chad. I'm
All I
sorry.
say is just that instant gratification, that instant, result. That's what a lot of kids want nowadays.
It's
Listen,
not reality.
you have in college football. Listen to me. You have 3 years to be a sophomore. 3 years to be a sophomore.
Right.
You have a redshirt year, freshman year. You have a freshman year. And then by the time you get to the third year, you're a sophomore. So that means you have 2 years to get faster, to get stronger. Because football is totally different than basketball. It's rare that you see a true freshman get out there and just ball out. It's a very
rare. Very rare.
Now,
So,
Reggie, do you think they know that though? Do you think they know that option, or do they?
I don't think they care. I don't think they care.
right.
I think they've been coddled
Yes.
and told and made to believe that they're supposed to be the man.
Right.
And that mentality is what I think is making it hard in sports. I'll give you another example, even though people might not like it. But I think that's what's holding the Arizona Cardinals back. Kyler Murray's coddling. He's been told, "Oh, Kyler, you're the man. You're the man. You're the man."
Yeah.
Well, now you're out there with some grown men,
Right.
and they're slinging you around the field like you're a little rag doll.
Yeah.
Chad,
And you gotta do more than just be athletic.
Chad, I got one better than that. There's some people out here can play college ball for 6 years. Listen what I'm saying. I'm gonna count them out for you.
Yeah.
COVID year,
Yeah.
red shirt
Yeah.
year, and
Yeah.
4 years of eligibility.
Oh,
There's
wow.
players out here that will play for 6 years in college. And I guarantee you some of them are in the portal right now.
Yep.
Man, you darn near 30. You could be putting up 30 right now.
Oh, what? The kid from Arkansas, the linebacker, he was there 6 years, I think.
Oh, wow.
How about JT Daniels is headed to is this his third or fourth team?
Right. And he's probably just a junior when he played.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm saying, bruh, listen, I use this analogy on Twitter. I said, man, if you've dated 3 women and you want to break up with all of them because it didn't work out, it's you.
Yeah, definitely.
It ain't the school, it's you.
Lord, give me 6 years back. Take me back in early late 90s, middle 90s. Give me 6 years of eligibility. I'm gonna take every last. If I know I ain't going to the pros, you can red shirt me. I'll take me old COVID year, and I take 4 years. And I get best believe by the time I sophomore junior year, I'm gonna be starting.
You should be.
I mean, you should be.
I'm gonna be 30. But I should be.
You should be.
Right. You be
You're a
one of
grown man
the
at that
oldest
point. Yeah, you're a grown man at that point.
All right. Well, any problem with Caleb though winning?
No.
Nobody's got a problem
I
with it.
don't have a problem with it. I just thought that, even though he broke his leg, Blake Corum should have got some type of nod. But I mean, his team is in the top 4. So I mean,
I only think I have an issue with not with Caleb is because we saw Utah's defense. I would have loved to see the NCAA match USC with a better matchup. No knock to Tulane. Is it Tulane they're playing in the bowl?
I think so.
No knock. I would have loved for them to be matched up with Ohio State. Match them up with somebody from the SEC, like a Tennessee or Alabama. I would have loved to see a USC Alabama game. I would have loved something like that, so I can truly see what Caleb can do against these other high-powered teams. The best team we see him play against was Utah.
I agree, man. I agree.
So, come on, NCAA, give me something better than that, man. Come on, I won't even watch. And I could be wrong. I don't even want to watch that USC game because I just think it'd be a blowout. And I could be wrong. Tulane might shock the crap out of me, but I haven't seen anything different when I watch Tulane highlights. So
I was trying to find when they played.
I don't worry about it. I ain't watching.
It's probably one of the December 31st bowls.
Is it? Oh, Netflix. Let me watch. What's on Netflix?
It's on
No,
Hulu.
yeah. Tulane. Hey, Tulane people, if they ever see this, I'm sorry, but I just don't see it right now. I could be wrong.
I don't understand why they're playing in the Cotton Bowl. If I'm being honest, I'm like,
have y'all seen Tulane play? I watched them a little.
I haven't. I know.
I have not seen Tulane.
One of my homies used to play for Tulane, but I haven't seen him play.
I mean, Tulane's a great school now. I just don't know
if
they're high to play USC right now.
Isn't it one of those bowls where you have like certain slots of different conferences? Is it one of those?
No, that's a power bowl. The Cotton Bowl is a power bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, it is, but it's not. But it's the way it's all kind of got mixed up now. The only one that's still kind of holding on to tradition until the playoffs start and the 12 team starts in 2024 is the Rose Bowl. Okay. The Rose Bowl's got their traditional Big Ten, Pac-10 matchup or Pac-12 matchup. Yeah. So they got a decent game in USC and Penn State.
Utah.
Utah and Penn State. So that'll be a decent game. Although I feel like Utah is going to bust them up, but we'll see. But I don't have a problem with Caleb Willing, I don't have a problem with. I'm not gonna watch USC Tulane, but All right. Question 3. This is for Chad because Chad is and this is really for Chad and all Cowboy fans as a whole. Because listen, y'all did take him out on a nice public date. And y'all showed him what it's like to be in a celebrity life.
Red carpet, baby. The red carpet.
The problem is, after you took him out on the celebrity date, then you TMZ'd his ass and said, "Oh, well, we're not sure about his knee, and we may not sign him right now because we just don't know." And you embarrassed the man. Now, were the Cowboys wrong for revealing his medical history publicly like that? And is he still going to sign there? Is he going to sign with some of the other teams he went to visit?
They put me on blast. I wouldn't sign. Oh, my bad.
Who said it was on blast, though, man? I mean, prove that you're healthy. Just prove that you're healthy, and it'll go away.
He will. But why do y'all got to talk about it publicly?
Maybe we don't want nobody else to sign him, and that's a tactic they use. I don't know. I'm not sure.
What did they say, by the way? Anybody got? What did they say? What did they say about his medical history? I didn't get the full.
They're not sure if he was ready right then, but he allegedly told Michael Parsons he'll be ready in about 5 weeks. So
well, y'all don't need to sign him because y'all need him now.
I mean, I would like to sign him now.
Who'd you get that from, Michael Parsons?
I can't tell you my sources, man. I can't tell you my sources. But he said he'll be ready in 5 weeks. So, I mean, if we even said that, you still want to sign him, don't you? Even though you know that news, right? You still want to sign him, Lloyd?
Yeah, but we don't need him this year.
We don't need him really this year either.
Oh, yeah,
no, y'all totally need him this year.
We don't necessarily need him this year. We'd love to have him this year, but I mean, I don't think we're going to go to the Super Bowl. I'd rather have him when he's actually healthy.
How many ACLs has he had? 1 or 2?
This is second.
And this one is on the same knee.
And and he had Achilles too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd rather have him when he's 100%. So this year could be what it is, and we shoot for next year. That's me.
I hear you. I'm gonna tell you what I think Jerry's doing. Jerry knows he's not gonna be ready. He's not gonna be ready. If he's ready, this is the greatest medical miracle since T.O. in the Super Bowl. Seriously, because an ACL tear, you're not supposed to be able to come back from an ACL tear within 9 months. Nobody that I've seen get an ACL tear has done it in 9 months.
One person.
Nobody.
One person.
Who?
Adrian Peterson.
I stand corrected.
One person.
Was it 9 or was it more than, or was it 10?
I think he was back at 5.
Well, it seemed like he was back pretty fast. Yeah, I agree with you. He was back in. But that's my point, though. It doesn't happen. So he was never going to be ready, I don't think. And nor should you want him to be. No. I think Jerry he leaked the information. I do think it was Jerry because he knew he wasn't going to sign him because he couldn't help him now. And so that makes the fan base go, well, if he can't help us now, why do we want him? That sounds more like a Jerry Jones move than anything you can come up with as a theory.
No, I agree with you, but I definitely, if you're gonna sign him, go ahead and sign him and get him with your doctors and just go ahead
and by the way, I don't know if signing. I think my gut tells me he's gonna sign with us, but I don't know if it's good for us. If I'm being honest with you, 2 ACLs, bro, on the same knee. That's not good.
No.
Guess where Von Miller's at right now?
Yeah,
he's out for the year. You know why? Because he's had 2 ACLs on the same knee.
Oh, Vaughn has had 2 on the same knee as well.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, man. It's.
Hey, man, if we want to sign somebody, I know a 48-year-old dude is in great shape. He's a wide receiver. Man.
Stop that. Who? If you say T.O., I'm about to. Lord, I'm done. I'm done, Lord. Hey, I'm going for the day.
No, we ain't got to leave. We ain't got to leave. Goodness gracious.
Man, still
yeah, I think he's going to come back to the Giants, and I think they're going to bring him along slow. They're not in no hurry. But he's got what the problem with the deal with any of the teams that he wants to look at is the money and how many years.
He wants more. He wants a multiple year deal, doesn't he?
Exactly.
He does, but
that's not the problem. The number is the problem. The multiple years, I don't think is a problem. The number.
I disagree. I think all of it's a problem. Because no matter what the number is, I don't want to be handcuffed to you if you can't play.
Because you're talking about a 30-year-old receiver with 2 ACLs and Achilles.
I can't see myself going more than 3 or 4. And 4, I would have to be guaranteed that knee is structurally sound, which I don't know how you do that.
What's the number?
Man, I think it's 3 and
30.
You're doing better than me. I'm giving you 2.
2 and an option. 2 and an
option.
I give you 3 if you're including this year, but I'm giving you 2. 2.
I'm trying to get to a realistic place where I think he would say yes.
I say 8 to 10 million.
He wants probably 3 and 30.
Yeah, that's what
But I don't think 3. I think 3 and 30 is a lot. $10 million a year for a guy with 2 ACL tears.
Hey, I give you 2 and 21. I'm gonna give you $1 million for this year. I give you 21 months.
It's gonna have to be bonus, like all kind of incentives and bonuses. I don't know.
Yeah, you can do that now.
Yeah. The only problem I'm having with not giving him the money is that right now my team is paying a dude 4 years, $72 million, and he ain't caught a touchdown or a pass seemingly all season.
And hey, you know what, Odell? If you get
at least I know a healthy Odell is going to be productive. So yeah. I don't know. The number is the problem. It's really that's the problem. It's the problem. You signing a dude with no guarantees, and that's tough, man. That's tough. And really, that might be the bigger problem. If I could pay him 3 for 30 and guarantee 15, I might do it then. Because then I'm only on the hook for 5 a year.
I'm loading all kind of incentives, bonuses, all in that.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying then I'm only capped for 5 a year. Yeah. And then I don't feel that.
Here's the thing with you guys, Lord. I mean, yes, he's great, but you guys got a great group of young receivers that if you got them dudes rolling, do you really need them?
Well, we got to get everybody back healthy. Unfortunately, Wan'Dale's got an ACL tear.
Right.
Sterling's got an ACL tear. I mean,
good.
We can't have a whole roster full of ACL tears.
The whole wide receiver room full of ACL tears.
Right. We can't have a whole room full of rehabs.
Right.
So we got to get some healthy people in the room. So I think there's definitely some trepidation, but I think everybody likes the story of OBJ coming back, and that might ultimately be the reason why they bring him back.
And you're selling tickets.
Right. Let's just call it what it is. So. Yeah. All right, let's jump to 4, man. The NBA is wild this season to me. I don't know who's good anymore. Everybody I think is good. You get to it and then you go, well, they just lost to them. And then you go to the next one and you say, okay, well, they probably good. And then you say, well, they just lost to them. And then last night, was last night or night before last, the Suns who were leading the conference, they just lost and got monkey stomped by the Pelicans. So now are the Pelicans the best team in the NBA? And by the way, do you believe in the Zion was wrong the other night? What he did?
He was sending a message. He was sending a message because he watched them go out in the last round last year, and he was sending a message like, "I'm here now." So I think it was just a message sent, but I don't think it was wrong. They should have guarded him. So I don't think it was wrong at all.
Okay. Well, so do you believe in, first of all, do you believe in the Pelicans? Let's start with that.
Right now, I mean, they're the number 1 seed. So, yeah, right now, yes. But ask me 30, 35 games, it may be Memphis at this point. So I think it builds on Zion's health. If he's healthy, I think they can maybe sustain it. But I don't think they'll probably be within the top 5. But I don't know if they'll be the number 1 seed going forward, but it's all built on Zion's health at this point.
Okay. Reggie, what do you think?
First, do I believe that Zion is wrong? I understand a part of the game. I understand what they're mad about.
I do too.
You're in the NBA. It's a show. And he gave you a show. To me, I've seen much worse than happen in the NBA, and cats didn't get that upset. Let's be honest. We've seen some stuff that definitely was not right in the NBA, and they have not gotten that mad. They were embarrassed. Phoenix is, listen, let's be honest. Phoenix is so up and down this year. They were probably mad within themselves by them losing in double digits more than anything, and they just want to find a reason to be upset. No, come on, NBA. Y'all wanted this show. See, the problem with me with the NBA, don't get me on my tangent. They like baby sometimes. They baby sometimes. Oh, I want to get mad about this, but that's okay. Oh, I want to talk about this, but no, that's not okay. Come on, what do you guys stand for? I'm trying to figure it out. What are you standing for? So, no, about that, no. NBA, you want to show, y'all want to score 150 points. You want to make it a dunk contest. You don't want to play man-to-man defense. My bad. Let's call it illegal defense for help side now. You want the show, you got the show now. Now, if y'all want to man up and play basketball, then let's man up and play basketball. Quit taking 5 steps back to shoot a jump shot. Let's play basketball. So, do I think it was wrong? No. NBA want a show. He put on a show for you. If you want to stop it, then play hard defense and shut them down during the game then and quit complaining.
And Chris Paul needs to stop playing dirty and trying to elbow Alvaro in the neck.
Exactly.
That's dirty.
Alone, man. Yeah, I agree with you, Chad. So, but do I think the Pelicans is for real? I don't know, man. I think the whole league is up and down this year. I don't think there's one dominant team. Every time you think a team is dominant, hell, I thought the Spurs was coming out. They was hotter than the firecracker. They were like 6-1. Then they lost 12 in a row.
Right.
Hold up. And we just finished talking about how the Lakers, I gave the Lakers more props than anything. Next thing you know, they done lost 2 in a row. And then let's talk about, I'm talking about everybody. I'm even talking about myself. Let's talk about Golden State. Golden State lost 8 in a row one time. I don't know who. So do I believe? I don't know who is, to be honest with you. I think this is probably one of the most balanced years that I've seen in a long time.
Yes.
So far.
Definitely unpredictable.
Let me speak on the Zion thing first and foremost. I'm gonna speak and say it like the little girl said it from Remember the Titan when the white girl said such player did this, such player did this, such player did that, and the little black girl said, "I do not care."
Right.
I don't. To me, here's what I'm not here for. I'm not here for fake anger.
Say it,
That's
brother.
fake anger.
Yeah.
That's fake anger. And guess what? Listen. Oh well. Guess what we got to do the next time we play you? We got to beat you. And that's the greatest answer you can give a team is to beat them.
Right. And they didn't.
And they didn't. So if that 2 points got you that hot, then something wrong with you because you just got beat by 22.
Right.
So I'm sorry.
They want a participation trophy. Give it to them.
Yeah, I'm not giving. I don't care. So Chris Paul and whoever else want, man, it's a rules to this, man. You honor the game. Honor the game. In the game about putting the basket in the hole.
And we never Chris Paul quote honored the game all the time.
Yes.
Didn't he lock somebody in the house for not signing with somebody?
I mean, Chris Paul got some nerve to have an attitude about what Zion did, but whatever. Right. So now I'll get to the other question. Is this real with the Pelicans? I'm with you, Reggie and Chad. I don't know. Maybe. I'll say this. The three most consistent teams in the West have been the Pelicans, the Denver Nuggets, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah. So
but that could flip-flop at any time.
I mean, but here's the thing. The Boston Celtics are the best team record-wise in the East, and they just got dumped on by the Warriors last night by 23. So I don't know. I honestly do not. I'm with y'all. I don't know who's good. I don't know. Now, again, the most consistent teams have been in the East have been Boston, Milwaukee, and Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Everybody else is up and down, helter-skelter. So I don't know. But Brooklyn looked like the same Brooklyn team they've always looked like. They can't stop nobody, but they score. Brooklyn is now the North Carolina Tar Heels of football. They can score a lot of points. They just can't stop nobody.
Right.
So I don't know. I honestly don't know. This NBA question has been frustrating all season long so far because I honestly don't know. And even when I watch the games, I don't know what I'm watching. I'm saying, okay, without the Lakers tonight, they look good. They look like they can ball. And then you see them at the end and they losing the game by 1 point. They losing on last second shots. Golden State's losing on last second shots right now. The Lakers are trying to put the Pistons away, and they're up by 2 with 28 seconds left to go.
And the Mavericks can't hit their free throws at the end of the games.
So I mean, who's good? I don't know. Who's the legit MVP candidate this year? I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm looking at yet, and maybe it's just too early to tell. Right. But it's just a weird, wild situation right now. Maybe the wildest it's ever been at the beginning of the season because I don't remember it being this. I need y'all to consider this right now. In the Eastern Conference, the number one seed, is 21-6. The number 6 seed is 14-13, so it only has a 7-game lead. And we're at the end. We're almost at the end of December. In the Western Conference, it's a 4-game lead or 5-game lead between the number 1 seed and the number 10 seed.
So
5 games.
We're saying right now the West is the tighter conference at this point.
It's tighter. Now I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying. So in a week, this whole top through 6 could flip depending on what the schedule says. So who knows?
Because you can't say the West is better because the West is losing to some of the teams from the East.
They losing to some of the teams in the East. The Dallas Mavericks just got monkey stomped by the Chicago Bulls, who's not even in the playoffs right now, according to the standings. Right. So who knows, man? This is one of them years where we can definitely say we're way too early, and everything you think you know, you don't.
No. So, speaking of Chicago Bulls, I've been hearing them Lakers trying to poke around and gets DeRozan and maybe Vucevic. Is that what you're hearing?
I'm hearing it. I don't know how serious I'm taking it because while we now have elevated Westbrook to a tradable piece, because now we've proven that he can still play. We're proving that he can come off the bench, right? He still can't shoot.
He's still
So
gonna turn it over a couple times.
right, and he's still gonna turn it over. So the only thing that makes the his situation tradable is this contract.
No.
And so is that enough to make Chicago say, let's bring in DeRozan? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I'm not 100%. I'm not taking that one that seriously. The one I take a little more seriously is the Patrick Beverly one because he has essentially given us nothing.
Yeah.
And it's ironic how you go 300 feet to the other side of the building, and it's a whole different thing. And the lights got brighter, and he can't stand up to the pressure.
That's crazy.
Because that's basically what it is.
Yeah, same facility, same everything. Yeah.
But it's not the same team though. Yeah.
And look, I just saw this, Lord. Phoenix had a chance to get him back, and they lost again to him. And Zion went for 35 on him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Today.
Tonight was the night, right? Today, right?
He went for 35.
In OT. Yeah, it's an OT. Now, Reggie, would you consider Zion at this point a MVP candidate?
You know, he asked me that before the show, and I said, I'm gonna need everybody to calm down on the Zion.
I'm just asking a question.
I mean, I'm not considering nobody to MVP. I mean, MVP until about January, February. I'm not. I'm just being honest, because we just talked about how this league is so wild west right about now. If anybody, I would clear. If I had a vote right now, I'd probably vote Jason Tatum right now because he's
Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have prior to my top three. I think,
and
I think it's probably AD, Jason Tatum, and I don't know.
I'm throwing Steph in there. Just he's still
numbers wise, you have to. You have to.
Yeah.
His numbers look outstanding. Which is the only reason why I'm throwing AD in there. I'm not throwing AD in there because from a records perspective, he deserves to be in there. He doesn't. If you look at his record, he doesn't deserve to be there. They just got to 11 wins like 3 minutes ago.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't put him in from that perspective. But the numbers are he's putting up some ridiculous numbers. But you know who else is putting up ridiculous numbers? Ain't nobody really talking about except for Charles Barkley. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. My God, have you been watching what this kid is doing?
Yeah, he's
insane. The numbers are insane. So
but he's in a small market though, so it's not. They're not gonna look at him like that.
They're not, and they're not winning. Like it's not real winning. So I don't know what to think about those numbers. Like,
he can get most improved.
Is it impressive to watch a guy put up bad numbers on a bad team? No, not to me.
He can get most improved or something like that, but I don't think MVP is what he's going.
Yeah. So, but I think my three would probably be Jason Tatum, AD, and I might. You know who else I would put in? I probably would put Donovan Mitchell in.
Yeah, and you got to put Zion if the numbers support Zion and they're number one right now. I mean, if the numbers support it, you got to.
But how many games has he played?
Yeah,
I mean, he's already missed games.
Well, AD the same way. AD misses.
Yeah, but Zion's missed a lot of games.
But we're talking about this year, though. We're talking about this.
No, I'm talking about this year. He's missed a lot of games.
AD missed a lot too this year.
So, yeah, if you're gonna put AD
he's
in there,
missed like 1 or 2. It's not been that bad.
No.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Check the facts. Check the facts on that one. He didn't miss about 3 or 4 of them at least.
I don't know. I feel
he was
like
out the other night. Remember, he went out in the first quarter the other night.
They'll be in the same. They in the same boat.
But that's not technically missing the game. That's just.
Oh.
I feel like they're in the same boat.
That's just leaving early.
I think you got to put him in there because his team got the number 1 seed, man.
It's too early now, though. It's really too early.
But do they really have the number 1 seed? Do they really, or is it just?
I mean, the standings, they got the number 1 seed right now.
I don't even want. To me personally, I don't even want to talk about it to MVP until maybe February after the All-Star break.
Oh yeah, this is definitely early.
Yeah, it's definitely early. It's.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. The final question is our NFL question. Who's impressed you the most, and who disappointed you the most? Let me jump in first, guys, because I'm gonna make a statement that I never thought I'd be making today. What impressed me the most this week was the last 1 minute and 34 seconds of the LA Rams and Baker Mayfield. I never thought I'd be saying that.
Oh,
but I have to give that guy credit, man. Now, he was the beneficiary of a stupid play. A stupid penalty. Like maybe the dumbest penalty of the year.
Yeah.
Good thing Cam not on here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna style him out a little bit on that part because had that penalty not happened, they lose that game.
Right.
But he took advantage of a stupid moment, and the fact that he was able to play even that well in that 2-minute drive and win that game with only 2 days, really not even 2 days of understanding that offense, I gotta give him his props. That was the most impressive thing I saw all week. That and Brock Purdy.
Oh, that was my number one.
Because Brock monkey stomped, but see, I don't know if that's impressive anymore. Monkey stomping Tom Brady. Like now, it's like the next week of stomping him. So I don't know.
I got to give it to the 49ers. I want to give it to them as a team. That's what
as a team. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They look good, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can I give you my worst one, Lisa?
Yeah, give me your worst.
Cleveland Browns. I'm gonna give it to them.
It's only been week 2 for him.
It's
man.
okay. You paying them $200 million, which was much.
Well, technically, they only playing him $1 million this year. So next year it'll be real bad.
Yeah,
I'm combining. I am combining them. I am combining.
I hear you.
Hey, my thing is, if I've been off for 2 years, how sore do you have to be? How many massages has he gotten?
Hey, if they don't listen to me, they'll be so wrong for that. If they don't listen to me, if they don't put Jacoby Brissett back in that game and start him fresh next year,
yeah, that's what they really need to do. Just finish the season with Jacoby
because he's playing way better than he was playing.
Way better.
Way playing. Way
oh, you know what else? I got to give my props to this. I got to give the props to the Ravens.
Yeah.
I don't know how they found a way to win that game today, but they won, and they are. I think they got 3 in a row. And, listen, winning ugly is winning.
Yeah. But
nobody said you had to win pretty. I'm looking at you, Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, we didn't win pretty at all.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to win pretty. You just got to win.
Yeah. Hey,
so,
I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
I think my worst is the Vikings.
Yeah.
Come on, really? I mean, don't get me wrong. The Lions have been fighting all season long, so I'm gonna give them the hunt. And they still in the hunt. They still in the hunt. But come on, Vikings. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Don't just waste Justin Jefferson. You arguably got the best receiver in the league, and you can't get him the ball. Come on, y'all. You got one of the best running backs in the league, and y'all can't win games. Come on. All right.
Yeah.
What you doing, Chad?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to go with y'all, man. The Buccaneers was my most disappointing, along with Minnesota. Those two definitely was my disappointing. My most impressive. I want to give it to 49ers, but I'm gonna show Detroit some love, man, because they shouldn't have won that game. They shouldn't have had no business winning that game against Minnesota, and they Dan Campbell had them boys playing. So, I'm
gonna tell you, if you watch the game, they dominated.
Mm-hmm.
They dominated that game. They didn't just sneak up on a win. They dominated that game.
Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson played, like he's supposed to play, and I mean, they might be something next year if they get a couple pieces, man. If they figure out the quarterback situation and maybe move on from golf. I don't know. Maybe do something.
Hold up, time out. Move on from golf. Golf has had a pretty good year this year.
I was going to say, I don't know if golf has been the problem. I'm not sure what.
Right.
I think their problem is experience. I don't know if they got a. I'm not sure they got a real problem anymore, other than just time and experience.
You tell me to take golf right now, or Matty Ice. I'm taking golf.
I'll tell you this.
Chad, I didn't say that.
Hey, I'll tell you this, and as much as I've appreciated what my guy Daniel Jones has done this season, if you gave me a choice,
thank you.
Probably take Jared Goff.
Hey, and Chad, you should be thinking a little bit too.
I take my chance with Cooper Rush with this. I take my chance.
There's no way I'll take Cooper Rush over golf. No way.
No. Don't let them 4 games fool you, Chad. You drinking the Kool-Aid now.
Nah, man. I'll take one of them quarterbacks coming out over Cooper Rush.
Why y'all hating on these guys? These guys are doing good. All right. Listen, great show again. We got any quick shout outs we doing here, gentlemen?
Hey, I'm gonna shout out to Primetime again, man. Congratulations, man. I mean, I know it's taking a lot of backlash, but man, that's huge. A SWAC coach to a Power 5, man. That's making moves. And hey, you shout out. That's my shout out. That's the only one I got today.
That's a good one.
Definitely good one. Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off that. Definitely shout out Coach Prime, getting that Colorado head coaching job. Also, since I ain't been here in a while, I'm gonna shout out these Michigan State Wolverines. They smashed Ohio State, beat Purdue, and
Did we do retro shout outs? No,
they done. It's in the past. You can't go back.
It's great.
It's our show. We can do whatever we want to.
That's true. You got me on that one. That's very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
And shout out Blake Corum. He didn't get no love, but I'm showing you love, brother. Get well soon. See you in the NFL real soon. If Zeke want to leave, you can come to Cowboys.
Torn ACL and all.
Yep. We'll get him rehabbed back. And shout out to Milan Baldwin Morris and her brother Mike Morris, defensive end. She is the first female Big Ten Power 5 graduate assistant from the University of Michigan.
Oh my goodness! All right. So this is all Michigan all the time, I guess.
It's brother and sister, man. That's never been done before, man.
It is. It's impressive. I have to admit that last one was impressive. I'll go real quick. I want to give a very specific family shout out to Rocket Ishmael. Why am I giving him a shout out? Because our guy, Rocket Ishmael, took our other guy, Shake Anderson, to go see the Cowboys and the Colts last weekend. And we still praying for our brother Shake to get better. But that was just cool to see him take him up to the game. And they got a real cool picture kneeling on the star. So that was dope. So shout out to Rocket Ishmael and the whole Ishmael family for that. So I want to give a shout out to that. And then my final shout out is to the U.S. government. I know you worked hard to try to get all of the prisoners of war and people who are wrongly arrested in Russia home, but you did get Brittany home. And shout out to BG for making it back to the crib, seeing her family, and trying to find her way back to some normalcy in her life. So we appreciate that very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show.
I got one more sneaky. If
you say
hurry up.
Let me also shout out Killer Cam, man. His birthday and my birthday this
week.
Oh,
that's right. Oh, bro.
Happy birthday, fellas.
Hold on. Chad. Yeah. I'm so mad because, bro, I was ready. I don't know what. I'm so mad at myself because I'm ready. Like I was gonna hit you with the whoop whop and the whoop wham. I got it ready.
Yeah.
I had it already ready.
Appreciate that. His on the 15th and mine's on the 17th.
This dude is supposed to dance. I don't know why he ain't dancing. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that's my
There
Sagittarius.
you go.
That's my Sagittarius brother. You know, we bump heads, but maybe that's because we both Sagittarius.
That's probably what it is. That's probably what it is. Okay.
Hey man, what
All
y'all
right, now
what y'all gonna get us for your birthday?
that's cold-blooded right there. All right, listen. Shout out to the brothers of the five. We appreciate y'all, man. Happy birthday to them. We'll do this again next week. We love y'all, man. Have a great week. Thank y'all to the rewatch gang. Appreciate y'all. But I guess this ain't even rewatch. This is like watch gang now. So, but appreciate y'all for pulling up and watching when you do. We'll see y'all next week.
There's no mystery. Let's make history. We the strong, stay. Have one more place.